Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, The Montezero Critique. I'm Pascal, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Boots Riley's second feature film, I Love Boosters, which stars Keke Palmer, Taylour Paige, Demi, Naomi, Ackie, Cheadle, Lakeith Stanfield, and Poppy Liu. The film follows Keke's character named Corvette and her friends, who are played by Taylour Paige and Naomi Ackie, who are boosters who call themselves the Velvet Gang. And for those who don't know, a booster is somebody that steals from someone else or from a company and resells those items typically at a lower price. This group steals clothes mainly from this high-end fashion designer that's played by Demi, and Keke is a mega fan of hers. As the girls plan their next heist, they come across another booster that's in possession of this device that completely changes their worldview and their mission. While this movie is messy and a bit flawed, I think it takes some really big swings that I really appreciate, and it honestly just made me root for the movie and Boots Riley in general. Let's start with the positives. Boots Riley has a very distinct visual storytelling style that I just really enjoy, and it kind of speaks to me. It's almost like cartoonish, and it's even more so in this film than in his first one. There's a whole long scene that includes claymation in I Love Boosters. So he is really going in on the cartoony animation style of the way he brings a story to life. I also really enjoy the cuts he'll make to something or somebody that feels random and then just cuts back to the main action of the film. I just really enjoy the way he takes risks, and sometimes his storytelling style is not super linear. And while it can feel a bit disjointed, it makes sense to me, and I just really like it, even if it's not always executed perfectly. I also really like how willing he is to just go there with his plots and messaging. Both Boosters and his first feature film, Sorry to Bother You, tackle societal issues like capitalism, labor unions, and they're just very pro-worker. And I just feel like in both films, Boots is able to convey the rage-inducing and just absurdity of working under harsh conditions and harsh realities. And he does it in a way that just ends up being really funny and enjoyable. If I recall correctly, Sorry to Bother You ends with horse-human hybrid characters that are in a fight with the police that turns into a riot. He just really goes there and is pretty absurd. And this movie also ratchets it up in a way that's wild, but still engaging. I think Riley is just very playful with his movies, and he is genuinely really funny and has a handle for adding these comedic moments really well. I saw this movie in an early screening at the University of Houston, and the crowd was roaring with laughter in some scenes. This is far, far funnier than Sorry to Bother You, and I just really liked how funny it was. I don't think his approach to tackling these themes are the most sophisticated, but I think I can say with certainty that nobody else is tackling capitalism and Marxism in the way that he's doing it, and I just find myself really enjoying it. Now, here are the parts that I feel didn't work. I do think this movie is all over the place. So there's this reoccurring visual motif in the movie where there is this ball of bills that keeps rolling towards Keke Palmer's character, and I think it's supposed to be a manifestation of her financial anxiety. And that motif just also kind of describes the messiness of this movie. It does feel like a ball that is rolling downhill, gaining momentum, and there's just a whole bunch of things flying out and sticking out of this ball, and it just doesn't always come together as best as it should. I do wish it was as focused and as straightforward and singular as Sorry to Bother You. Also, I kind of feel like most of the performances in this were pretty lackluster, except for Don Cheadle and Lakeith Stanfield. This is a weird movie, and I just can't emphasize that enough. And honestly, those two were the only ones willing to get really weird and keep that energy. Like, I actually can't describe Lakeith Stanfield's character. He is Keke's love interest. And I'll leave it there. That's just all I should say. But he brought that absurd, weird, mysterious energy to this movie, and Don Cheadle did as well. But I really don't think any of the characters met that energy. Keke is the lead character here, but I actually feel like she didn't bring that heightened energy that this role needed. Even when she was doing slapstick physical comedy, it felt a bit muted and like never really met the absurdity of the moment. But regardless, I say I still really enjoyed I Love Boosters. It leans far more into the absurdity than careful analysis of societal issues like labor and fair wages, but I still really enjoyed it. And at this screening, Boots Riley was actually there, and he spoke for a little bit about this project and how much it means to him and his thought process behind it. And I think that maybe is helping me to like this a little more, but I do think it's a good time. I think he is a really interesting director, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he does next. This is a very weird movie, so if you want to have a weird time at the movie theater, I definitely recommend this movie. And that is the Mondesir critique. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.